channel. My name is Darian and today I'm going to be doing the reread, rewrite, burn tag. So I'm not sure who created this tag, but if I can find the original video, I will leave it linked down below. But essentially this tag is you pick 3 books and you have to choose which of them you would reread, which one you would rewrite, and which one you would burn. It's pretty simple. I just felt like doing a very chill, easy video today and I thought this would be fun. I feel like a lot of booktubers have done this and I never have, so I just thought it would be fun. So I have my mug here with a bunch of book titles in there. I have my Tim Hortons mug, so I'm a good Canadian. I put mostly books I really love, which that might bite me in the butt after because I'm gonna have to burn some of them. But I also put some books I hated, so hopefully this will be interesting. And let's just get right into it. Let's see. First we have the selection. Okay. Next we have... Next we have 9th House. Alright. Oh my god. And then we have Addie LaRue. Addie LaRue, as I say. So this one's hard in the sense of which one would I burn? The selection or 9th House. Obviously I would reread Addie LaRue because obviously I like that book. I did not like 9th House or the selection. I think what I would do is burn 9th House because that book just really bothered me. Like I really hated that. And the selection, like the premise is fun. It's like kind of like a bachelor situation going on. So the premise is fun. It was just so badly written. So I think I would rewrite that one to make it better, because it has potential, whereas 9th House, I just hated the whole thing. So reread Addie LaRue, rewrite the selection, and burn 9th House. That one wasn't so hard, okay. I can't believe I picked 2 that I hated when there's so many more that I love in here. But let's see. So first, Caraval. Great. Next, Akatar. Okay, and The Nightingale. Okay. So I would for sure reread The Nightingale. That book I gave 4.5 stars, and Akatar I gave 3.5, and Caraval I gave 3. So reread Nightingale, and then I think burn, no, because I want to burn Caraval because that book was just fine to me. Like I didn't hate it, but I just like I barely think about that book since I read it. But then like what would I rewrite about Akatar? I don't know. I'm sure there's some lines I could change a bit. I'm sure that I could find something. So I would reread The Nightingale, rewrite Akatar, and burn Caraval. There. That one wasn't so hard either. Okay, I know we're gonna get to really hard ones when I pick like 3 that I love in a row. Okay, let's see. First, Spanish Love Deception, which I just finished the other day. And if you don't follow me on Goodreads, I give that 5 stars. I loved it so much. Oh no. Firekeeper's Daughter, which is one of my favorite books of the year. Oh, and Loveless. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Oh god. Okay, see the problem is I gave Firekeeper's Daughter 5 stars, Spanish Love Deception 5 stars, and Loveless 4.5 stars. So like technically I liked Loveless the least, but I don't want to burn it. Oh my gosh, I don't want to burn that book. But like I can't burn either of the ones I gave 5 stars. Oh god. Okay, so I think I would have to reread Firekeeper's Daughter, rewrite Spanish Love Deception, just because even though I absolutely love that book, especially near the beginning, Lena, who is the main female love interest, she did bother me a bit, especially at the beginning, so I might rewrite some of her parts to make her a little less annoying. And then I guess, oh god, burn Loveless. I mean, that book, like, as much as I love that book, it did make me feel really uncomfortable reading it just because of how seen I felt. Like, it made me uncomfortable basically reading myself on the page. So maybe I would burn it to spare myself that. Oh my god, but I don't want to burn it, but I guess I have to. So that's what I'm gonna go with. That's sad. Aww. Okay, we just gotta move on. That made me really sad. Okay, so we have CIRCE. We all know how I feel about that book. We have Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. And Way of Kings. Okay, 3 very different books. Which one would I reread? Oh god. Okay, I guess I would reread Way of Kings because I liked that one the most. Like, the only thing that makes sense is reread Way of Kings, rewrite Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and burn CIRCE. Because I really didn't like CIRCE, I gave it 2 stars, so it would only make sense to burn it. And then, what would I rewrite about Evelyn Hugo? I guess I would make the whole like big reveal at the end less obvious because I guessed it pretty quickly. And I mean, I didn't guess like every little detail about what is revealed at the end, but like, I guessed the gist of it. And there's also like certain things in that book that bothered me that I can't really say because of spoilers, but there are definitely some aspects of that book that bothered me. So I would rewrite those parts or maybe even remove them altogether because they just like, I really, like, I feel fine towards that book. It's well written, but the story just didn't grab me as much as it did for everyone else. But I guess I'm rereading Way of Kings because I don't want to reread Evelyn Hugo. Definitely don't want to reread CIRCE. So I guess I'll reread Way of Kings even though it's ginormous. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm going with. There's still some in here I'm thinking of that it's gonna be tough. By the way, I know the lighting has already changed like 5 times. The sun is setting, even though it's not even 4 o'clock yet, so. Okay, so we have Where Dreams Ascend. One of my favorite books of all time. P.S. I Like You by Casey West. I love that book. And Daisy Jones and the Six. Oh no. Oh no, our table is broken. Aw, okay. Aw, I guess I'm burning P.S. I Like You, but that book is so cute. I don't want to burn it, but like these 2 other books are 2 of my favorite books of all time, and P.S. I Like You is just like a cute book that I like a lot. So I guess I'm burning P.S. I Like You, and then I don't think there's anything I want to change in Where Dreams Ascend. Like, it's just so perfect to me. So I would probably reread Where Dreams Ascend, which I did recently. You can watch my vlog on that. A little bit of self-promo. And rewrite Daisy Jones. What would I change about it though? Like, there's nothing I would really change. I mean, I'm sure there's some plot lines maybe that I don't need. I don't know what I would change. But I guess I'll find something since I have to rewrite it. So reread Where Dreams Ascend, rewrite Daisy Jones and the Six, and burn P.S. I Like You. That makes me sad. Alright, next we have One Last Stop. Alright. Pryor of the Orange Tree. Okay. Again, 2 very different books. And The Immortalists. Oh. Okay. Right away, burn The Immortalists. I hate that book. I hate it so much. I hate that book. So burn The Immortalists. That book is just nonsense basically, and the writing is so weird. It's so weird. So burn that. Rewrite One Last Stop to make the main characters more likable and interesting because the side characters in that book are way more interesting than the main characters, and I wish the book was about them and not, what are their names? Jane and August. Yeah. I don't love One Last Stop, but I definitely like it more than The Immortalists. So rewrite that and reread Pryor of the Orange Tree. Even though it's huge, I will gladly reread that book. I love that book very much. One of my favorites of the year. Spoiler alert. So that one's not that hard, I guess, but definitely burn The Immortalists. We got a few more in here. We have Serpent and Dove. One Day in December. Ooh, and The Secret History. Oh my gosh. Okay, so definitely burn Serpent and Dove because I really don't like that book either. That book is just, again, it's really badly written, and also I mention this every time I just hit myself in the face. I mention this every time I talk about this book, but the book takes place in like basically France. Like, it's not France, but people speak French, but the French in the book is so bad. Like, she just used Google Translate to figure out what every word was in French, and she did not do it well. Oh my god, the French in that book just bothers me so much. So definitely burn Serpent and Dove, and then The Secret History of One Day in December. 2 very different books again. I think I would reread One Day in December and rewrite The Secret History, and like, I love The Secret History, okay? We know this, love it. I would maybe make it a bit shorter because it is pretty long. Like some of the chapters are very, very long. So I think I would maybe cut down like some of the chapters or at least split them up so that they're not as long. So that's what I'm going to do. Reread, One Day in December, Rewrite, Secret History, and Burn, Serpent and Dove. I do not feel bad about that. All right, next round we have Normal People by Sally Rooney, Conviction, okay, and oh boy, In the Ravenous Dark, okay. Easy Peasy, Burn, Conviction, which is probably the worst book I've ever read. We read it earlier this year, I think in February for the Winers Book Club. So bad. Worst book I've ever read. It's so bad. I do not recommend that book at all unless you're looking for like something that's so bad it's funny, you know, because that's kind of what that book is. Like, it's just so bad. It's so bad. So Burn, Conviction, and then I think Rewrite, Normal People, but again, I don't know what I would rewrite about it. I mean, I didn't like agree with all the characters' decisions, but like that's kind of that's kind of the whole point of the book, is that these are unlikable people. But I guess I would change a few things about the characters. I mean, Connell wasn't always the nicest to Marianne, so maybe I would change a bit of like the stuff he says to her. So Rewrite, Normal People, and Reread, In the Ravenous Dark. There it is. Love that book. Favorite book of the year, maybe? Or is it Beyond the Black Door? We don't know. Okay, I think there's 2 more rounds. So, and there's some books I haven't pulled yet, and I'm stressed. So first we have The Heart Principle. Next we have Looking for Alaska. And last one, Beyond the Black Door. Ooh, okay, so Burn, Looking for Alaska. I thought the Burn ones would be really hard sometimes, but Loveless was really the only one I had trouble with burning. But Burn, Looking for Alaska, that book is trash. Oh my god, it's trash. I think Rewrite, The Heart Principle, even though I love that book so much, but what would I rewrite about it? Like, it's so perfect. What would I rewrite? I guess I would rewrite, like, maybe make the sex scenes shorter, just because for me personally, I don't love reading sex scenes. So I guess that's what I would change about it. But besides that, like, I love that book so much. And then obviously Reread, Beyond the Black Door, one of my favorite books of the year. Is it my favorite book of the year? I don't know. But yeah, so that one, not too hard. Okay, so now I have 2 rounds left. So we have The Guest List, Summer of Salt, and Legendborn. Oh, now this is kind of hard. Or is it? Okay, I think I would reread Summer of Salt because I've been wanting to reread it since I first read it. I love that book. And the first time I read it, I gave it 4.5 stars, but I have a feeling upon reread, it'll be 5 stars because it has just stuck with me since I read it. So reread Summer of Salt, rewrite Legendborn, but like, I think all I would change is to make like the whole organization, the whole like magic system just a little more clear, because there were times in the book where I was a bit confused, and also the whole like that whole system of like King Arthur and everything in that book, I would maybe like explain it a bit more, because yeah, I was a bit confused reading that, but I also adore that book so much. And then Burn, The Guest List, I guess, because I do love The Guest List, but like compared to these 2 other books, it doesn't really compare. So Burn, The Guest List, rewrite Legendborn, and reread Summer of Salt. And then finally we have 3 left. I can't believe one particular book I haven't picked until the last round. Oh my god, I can't pull. Okay, so we have Strange the Dreamer, obviously. We have, what are the other ones? Oh, Lore. I forgot I put that in here. And we have Radio Silence. Ooh, okay, so obviously Burn Lore. That book is trash. I know Rachel is known for hating Lore, but I hate Lore too, okay? It's not just Rachel. I think I rated it like slightly higher than she did, but that book is so bad. It's just not good. Like, it's not good. So Lore, Burn Lore. And then I have to reread Strange the Dreamer. Like, there's nothing I can change about that book. But then what would I change about Radio Silence? You know what I would? Even though it's like an important part of the book, the whole thing with the dog in Radio Silence, I would maybe take that part out. Even though like I know it's an important part of the book, it's still a little rough to read about, so I think the only thing I would change about Radio Silence is taking that part out. But aside from that, a beautiful book, a book that means so much to me. So reread, Stranger Dreamer, rewrite, what did I say? Radio Silence, and burn lore, obviously. No question about that. Okay, so that's it for today's video. Hopefully you guys liked it. I know this was a bit of a shorter video than usual, but I just felt like filming something short and sweet today. So let me know if you agree or disagree with any of my choices today. If you would save some of the ones that I burned. I feel really bad about Loveless. Ugh, but I feel like I had to do it. Yeah, I feel really bad about Loveless. I'm so sorry. But yeah, let me know what you would have done in my position. But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys soon with another video soon. Bye!